Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are all fine. So today we can calculate the mean, standard deviation and the variance. So let's get started. As you seen in the screen, the sample question is given. We now find the mean. So in the question we have stock A and stock B, and we have 5 different past values of stock A and B. There's a different value of the returns that we are getting in the past. So first of all, we can calculate the sum of the stock A and the stock B. So let's get started. To find the sum, we just simply add is equal to sign and then sum, and then just simply drag the cursor down and select all the values of stock A, and then just simply press enter button, and you get the sum of the stock A, and then we can find the sum of stock B values. Again, is equal to sign and sum, and just simply select all the values of stock B and press enter, and you get the sum of stock B. And now after getting the sum of stock A and B, we can easily calculate the mean of stock A value and stock B. To find the mean, we just simply press is equal to sign and then select the sum of stock A and divided by a total number of year which is given, which is 5, and then enter. So as you seen, we get the mean value of stock A, which is 0.054, and now for stock B is equal to sign, select the sum value of stock B divided by total number, which is 5, press enter. As you seen, we get the mean value of stock B, which is 0.016. Now we move further on, we can calculate the standard deviation. To find the standard deviation, we must now the differences value of stock A and the stock B. To find the differences value means x minus into x bar. As you see, in x bar is the mean value, and we get it stock A mean value is 0.054, and the mean value for stock B is 0.016, and the x value simply the stock A value is given and the stock B value is given. For finding the difference value of stock A, we just simply add is equal to sign and then the first value of stock A and minus the mean value, which is 0.054. So we just simply add the dollar sign on both sides of the mean value just to block the letter, so we can get the right answer for the remaining all the values. Then enter, and as you seen, we can get the value of stock A, first differences value. Now we simply drag the cursor down, and then we can get all the differences value of stock A, and keep in mind the sum of the differences of stock values, it must be equal to 0. Now we find the difference value of stock B, again is equal to sign and select the first value minus the mean value, which is 0.016 for stock B, and then just simply add dollar sign on both sides of the mean value of stock B, and then press enter and simply drag the cursor down, and we can get the differences value for stock B, and the sum as you seen is 0 for both values stock A and stock B. Now we find the square of the differences value for stock A and stock B. To find the differences for stock A and stock B value, we just simply is equal to sign and then select the first value and add the power button, and simply as you seen, we find the square of the difference value for the first of stock A. Now we find the remaining values for stock A. So we get the square of the differences for stock A values, and now we find the sum of the square values is equal to sign sum, and drag, select all the values for stock A and press enter, and you get the sum of the square of differences value of stock A. Now we find the square of the differences of stock B. Now we break the number into 3 decimal point. As you've seen, we get the square of the differences value for stock B. Now we find the sum of the square of differences value for stock B is equal to sign and sum and select all the values for stock B, press enter, and you get the sum of the square of the differences value. Now we find the variance for stock A value and stock B. To find the variance, we simply press is equal to sign and select the stock A, which is the sum of the square of the stock A values, and then divide it by total number, which is 5, and press enter, and we get the variance for stock A, which is 0.013144. Now we find the variance for stock B. Simply press is equal to sign and then select stock B, square some value, and then simply divided by total number, which is 5, press enter, and we get the value for stock B. Now we find the standard deviation, and we just simply is equal to sign and square root, and then select the value for variance of stock A, and then simply press enter, and for stock B it is same, press is equal to sign and then square root, and then stock B variance value, and press enter. As you've seen, we can get the standard deviation value for stock A and standard deviation value for stock B. We can find the standard deviation directly by using the standard deviation formula. We can find directly the standard deviation by just simply put on the standard deviation formula in the Excel. So we just use it in here to just to check our answer is right or not. So we simply press is equal to sign and standard deviation. So we are just finding the standard deviation for the population. So we select standard deviation for population, and then select stock A values, press enter. As you seen, the standard deviation we use directly formula. The answer is same as we found by step, which is 0.114647, and now we find the standard deviation by directly Excel formula. We select all the values for stock B and then press, and we find both answers same as we find earlier. Now we will find the geometric mean. So here stock A value and stock B, and there is a formula for geometric mean. So we can use simply is equal to sign and geomean, and then select all the values for stock A, press enter, and then we can minus this values by 1. Simply is equal to sign, select the value, and minus 1. We find the geometric mean value for stock A, which is 0.047574. Now we find the geometric mean value for stock B. Again, simply is equal to sign geomean, select the stock B value, press enter, and then just simply is equal to sign, select the value, and then minus by 1. We get the geometric mean for both stock A and stock B values. As you find out the mean value for stock A and stock B, comparing to two arithmetic means, stock A is more desirable due to higher return. So in this question, we have a two stock A and stock B. We find out the mean for stock A and stock B. So stock A mean is higher. It means it is desirable due to higher return on it. So we just simply select stock A in this scenario. After that, we find out the standard deviation for both stock A and stock B, which is 0.114647 and 0.05678. So in this scenario, we selected the stock value for stock B, because the higher the standard deviation, there is higher risk. So in this scenario, stock B is more preferable, so we select stock B. After the standard deviation, there is a geometric mean. So as you've seen, stock A is more variability than stock B. Then the greater the variability of return, the greater the differences between the arithmetic mean and the geometric mean returns. So we simply select the stock A in this scenario, and after all, I can tell you the differences between geometric mean and arithmetic mean. So geometric mean, basically return is a compounded rate of return for the stocks, where the arithmetic mean is just a simple mathematical average. So geometric mean is compounded rate of return, whereas arithmetic mean is a simple mathematical average. I hope you are all understand this question. So there is a question number 2, in which we have to find the expected rate of return. So we have probability and rate of return given in this question. So as you've seen, there is a rate of return, and then there is a probability. So probability actually means occurrence of any chance or an event. So there is a 0.30% chance to get minus 0.10 rate of return, which means we have to get loss, and there is a 0.10% chance to get nothing, 0, and 0.30% chance to get 0.10 rate of return, and 0.30% chance to get 0.25 rate of return. So as you've seen, we have to find out the expected rate of return, and we have a formula given for expected rate of return, which is probability multiplied by rate of return. So we have to find out the expected rate of return. So let's start. First of all, you have to enter is equal to sign, and then select the value of rate of return, and then just multiply the sign by probability, and then press enter. As you've seen, we have got the first value of the expected rate of return, which is minus 0.03. So you have to move the cursor down to get the remaining values, and you see you have got the all the remaining values, which is 0, 0.03 and 0.075. And now we have to find out the sum of this expected rate of return. For calculating sum, you have to enter is equal to sign, and then sum, and then select all the values for expected rate, and then press enter. As you see, we have got the sum, which is 0.075. So I hope you understand this question. Goodbye, take care.